everybody. I'm back. I just posted a react to Chantal's live. I believe she did it yesterday. It's hard to tell. All of her live streams look the same, sound the straight same. So it's hard to know one from the other. It's like Groundhog Day every day. So just posted a react to the one that she did. I believe it was yesterday. Or was it today? I don't know. I don't know anymore. And she did a live tonight. And I wanted to react to that too. Why? Because I feel that the irritation of the Beezers is growing. They really, really want her to go out and do something, anything, even something inside the house. They want to see more than just her laying on the couch, sealing. They keep making suggestions to her. Hey, go out and show us the gym, show us the pool area, show us anything. Show us a blade of grass. We don't care. Show us something different on camera. And Chantal keeps pushing back and making excuses and reasons why she can't. And I watched the live stream a little bit, and they were pressing on her about a lot of different things and making her irritated. And you guys know I'm here for when she gets irritated. The more they push, the more she pushes back. And eventually something's got to give. And I don't know if she's going to give or if the Beezers are going to get sick of her doing nothing and they're going to give. They might just give up and leave. But I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. And as I said in the last react, what would be epic is if a lot of the Beezers on live stream said, we're done. And they leave her chat one by one. It's a mass exodus of Beezers off her channel, one right after the other. That would cause an entire meltdown by Chantal, because so far she's under the impression that she can just do anything, say anything. They'll continue watching her and they'll put up with her nonsense. But I don't know, Chantal. I don't know if they are that understanding. I think that they've been very understanding. I think that they've been very patient with you. You made a lot of promises to them. If you had been in the Middle East and said, I'm going home to Canada, and you did not ask people for financial help to get back to Canada, and then if you came home and did nothing, I don't think the grumbling would be so loud. But you did ask people to contribute for you to go back to Canada and start your new life. You asked not just money, but a lot of money. So the people that are on your channel, a lot of them have the right to complain. You made promises and they invested in you. They acted as your investors. You said, invest in me, invest in my new life, invest in my future, invest in the content that I'm going to give you. And so they did. So they invested and they haven't seen a return in their investment. And that's why they're mad. And that's why they're pressing on you. And, sometimes when people invest in something and they don't get an investment back, they walk away from the business altogether. I don't know if they ever will, but there's a chance of that happening. So I want to sit in on her live stream, and I wanted to just, it's not so much for her. She's a boring old mess. I'm here for the pressure, for the increased pressure on Chantal. And I'm here for her being salty and bitter. Yes, I am, because that's when things get a little bit spicy. So we got some Twitter peeps to go over. Not a whole lot, because I just put up a react. And we got the live stream itself, and we're not going to start from the very beginning. There's really no need to. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, she's on a live right now. And I guess she has a new Foodie that she's attracted. This person said, hey, I'll send you money on PayPal if you get a pizza. So she's doing a live right now, eating a pizza. So got some new Foodies helping you out, Foodie? I guess you do. But we'll get into that. It's coming. Let's start with the Twitter peeps. All right, it's time for the Twitter peeps. Let me just make sure I am where I need to be really quick. I don't want to flip on over until I'm sure. There we go. See, I'm good. I double check everything. All right. So for those of you that are on Twitter that you'd like to follow me on Twitter, there's my handle, Wild Girl Sarah. And for those of you not on Twitter, that's why I do the peeps. You guys can keep up with all the gossip and the news and stuff that I find for you guys, and have something to look at besides Chantal and her boring self. Okay. So remember what I said about she's got the new Foodie and they paid for a pizza? Well, here you go. Here's her thumbnail. Lori says, Foodie Beauty doing the self-harming by glorifying bee eating stuff on camera. Yep. So somebody bought her a pizza, and rather than eat it off camera, as she should, because nobody needs to see this kind of content, she decided to turn it into entire live. So there you go. That's what she was up to. Ron says, okay, who is the newest Foodie? That's 2 meals in a week. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, this Foodie is paying for Chantal's live mukbang. So who is this person? Well, there's their handle. Mahi Brown 99 says, what are you craving? Then they follow that up with, done, I sent it. Mahi Brown says, yes, whatever you want, it is a sponsorship. Sure. So you're sponsoring her self-harm content, Mahi? You're sponsoring it. You're willing to pay for it. Somebody's got a food problem and you're contributing to the addiction. Well done, sir. You are a keeper. You're a winner. Mahi Brown says, LOL, why do people hate when I sponsor for you? Aren't we all here to support you? LOL, people are weird. No, you're weird. Sponsoring a 550-pound person who's got a myriad of health problems, who's got a problem with food, and you're sponsoring their addiction. There's other ways to support an addict besides enabling the addiction and paying for the addiction, sir or ma'am. You shouldn't be, paying for someone to use food to get high. But I could sit here all day and talk about that. I won't. But there you go. She's got a Foodie on the horizon, sponsoring her meals. YouTube needs to step up and do their doggone job. Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, my God, this is mind-numbingly boring. Spend a good chunk of time denying she is waiting for Salah to allow her to come back, and she's single by choice. Don't waste your time. So what happened in the live? All right, here's the breakdown. She says she needs to get to the gym, makes vague promises to do better, claims she is eating less and moving more. Really? At the same time, she comes on live eating a doggone pizza, but she's eating less, guys. Okay. Tomorrow she has therapy, says it isn't free. Well, obviously you have enough money to pay for therapy, Chantal, if you're getting $6,000 a month. Says she doesn't pay $1,700 a month towards debt anymore because she is alone now. Wait a minute. Hold the phone. Slam the brakes. Let's examine that statement, family. Let's read it one more time. Says she doesn't pay $1,700 a month towards debt anymore because she is alone now. Isn't that something? Let's roll the tape back. Didn't she once show something where she claimed that she was sending the government $1,700? Yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. But is that an admittance of what she was giving Salah? Isn't that weird? That she said that she's $1,700 towards debt anymore because she's alone now. So are you saying that you're giving Salah $1,700? Which would not be far off, because as I remember, Nader did a live stream once and said that you approached him to keep the drama going. And if he did, you would give him $2,000 a month. So would offering somebody $1,700 a month be far off from the $2,000 that you were given Natter or wanted to give Natter? No, not that far off. So you kind of told on yourself right there in a big way. You kind of said without saying that you were giving Salah $1,700 a month. I don't think you ever stopped giving money to Salah. I think that's the only reason why he's still talking to you. Even from far away, he's still getting money from you so that he will send you text and answer your phone calls every once in a while. And he's going to be getting free money for the next 6 months until you get demonetized and you run out of money. And that's another thing. Making excuses to not get off the couch to make content. States other content creators just go live to chat. Claims to now have agoraphobia. Says if you don't like it, go elsewhere. Ooh, she's testy. That's what I'm here for. Testy, salty, nasty Chantal. It's my dessert. Promise to do blessing bags for the homeless closer to Christmas. Sure, I'll believe it when I see it. We have to get Teardrop a stove. What do you mean we have to get Teardrop a stove, Chantal? You're a content creator. That's one of your number one mods. Shouldn't you be getting Teardrop a stove? Shouldn't you be getting Teardrop a space heater? A space heater only costs $40. You can have it like Amazoned overnight if you want to. You can't spend $40 on one of your main mods. They're in their house, very, very cold. You can't spend $40 on the mod that's there for you 24/7. Cheap. And if I was staying with him, what does it matter? I moved to Canada, so I didn't lie. I used the money for the intended purpose, right? Yes and no. You got a place. That you did do. But you also claimed you needed a whole bunch of stuff for that house, and you haven't gotten very much, so you lied about that. You also promised people that you were going to go out and do things that you haven't done. Scooter bees and all that, haven't done none of that. None of it. You promised exciting content. You have yet to deliver on that. Says she lies to mislead people and will continue to. So she basically confessed, Beezers, that she's a great big old liar. She did say during the Cuba rage, I will manipulate the F out of you and then come online and be sweet as pie and you'll eat it up. She said that to her paying Beezers because she used to have only VIB only chats. It was never open swim. If you wanted to talk to Chantal back in the day, you had to pay $5. You could watch her without a membership, but you couldn't talk to her. So she openly said that to her extra paying Beezers. And here we are, 2025, about to be 26, telling people outright, I'm a liar, and I'll continue to lie, and I'll mislead you, and I'll lead you on, and I'll gaslight you. And how do you like me now? How about them apples? How do y'all feel about that? Being subscribed to not only a liar, but someone who will tell you outright that they lie, that they are not honest. They don't feel an obligation to be honest with all of you. You guys okay with that? I guess so. Swears she never said she was getting a divorce. Yes, she did. She said that back in Syria. Said that she and Salah would be divorcing before she left. I remember her saying that. She said No Name Cat was $80. She said she lied and said it was $30 so no one would find the ad. But why did she have to lie about it? Why did she have to lie? I mean, no one would look into things if she didn't lie. There'd be no reason to look into things. We have to look into things to find the truth because she won't give up the truth. Walked to the gym 3 seconds and left. No, she didn't. Walked 10 steps outside to go to Walmart and went back home. Can't breathe or walk. Confirmed the store is 700 feet from her apartment. She can't walk 600 feet. And there are people over there buying her pizza. And she's over there doing mukbangs. And she can't walk 600 feet. Chantal, I'm about to shame you a little bit. Since you like to talk about reactors, ma'am. When I lived in Oregon, in Medford, for a while, the place where I was at was very rural. It was like 2 towns within, 2 miles of each other. 2 miles this way, 2 miles that way. And I had to take a bike no matter which way I went. And it was like 2 miles riding on a bike. And in that area, a lot of it was like uphill. Here I am, like 50-something years old, taking bike rides. I was riding like 4 or 5 miles a day. Good exercise, by the way. Recommend it. Getting out there in the air during the summertime. You mean to tell me, as a 50-something-year-old woman, I can get on a bike and I can ride 4 or 5 miles and you can't even walk 600 feet? And you're not being concerned about that? The fact that your mobility is so bad you can't even walk for 10 minutes? I'd be concerned. I'd be very, very concerned. Teardrop rides a scooter at the store. Didn't know Pete's lost his job yesterday. Great best friend. Did he lose his job? I heard a thing like he took some time off from work. I'm not exactly sure. And then there's food talk. What else is there? Strawberries and Cream says, Chantal, Google says Walmart is only 600 feet away or a 2-minute walk. I didn't know your mobility declined so much. You used to walk like that every day in Kuwait. Yeah, she did. It's just that bad. If she can't walk 600 feet and there are people over there buying her pizza. And what did I tell you, Beezers? What I tell you? You're over there talking about food to her, which is going to do what? Make her want to eat more food, which is going to lead to what? More weight gain, more health problems. That's why you don't do that. Just don't do that. Her mobility is so bad that she can't even walk 2 minutes. What's next after that? Being bedbound? You guys want her bedbound? Keep going. Keep going with the food talk. Keep going. Moving along. Foop Olympic says Chantal gets annoyed with her chat for complaining about how boring her live streams are. They got a right to complain. They invested money in her channel and her content and where she's living at. They got a right to complain. Well, let's hear what she's got to say.
That goes out and streams. Every single streamer I watch on TikTok just sits there and watches.
Who are these people? Who are you watching? Name some names. I want to go see what they're doing. Are they entertaining? Are they boring? If they're doing well, that means they must be entertaining in some way. So you're doing the whataboutisms. Well, what about these people over here? That's all they do. Maybe they're highly entertaining. Maybe they've got interesting things to say while they're sitting still. If you're making engaging conversation, yeah, you might be able to get away with not doing anything. But are you that way? No.
I mean, just sits there and talks. Name a few of these live streamers like this content. I would like to find more content. Name somebody in Gore World that goes out and streams. Dainty DeVito, I'll wait. Anybody in Gore World. Most
girls shut up. You don't even go out and stream. You just lay on a couch.
Most of them don't even show their face. Are you kidding?
I do. I ain't got no problem with it. And I can come on camera without filters, Chantal. This is the real me. This is me. Like I'm in my 50s. I don't care what people think about how I look. I'm just at that point in life where I just don't care.
It's called just chatting. There's like even a whole category of it on Twitch.
The thing is, you're not just chatting. You come on camera and you're so high, you can't chat. You're like off in space somewhere. You don't chat. You take some edibles before the start of the stream. Within like 10, 15 minutes or so, they're hitting you hard. And then you're just babbling. You're not even paying attention to what people are saying.
That's what it's for. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine. But you shouldn't go to someone's channel and like force them to do content they don't want to do.
See, this is her pushing back. They're pushing on her. Get out. Do something. Go somewhere. You're sitting in your house. You are saying you're depressed, you're sad, you're lonely. Then get out and do something. Anything at all. Pick something you like to do or something you might be interested in. Just go do something. Show us something different at least once a week. Can we have at least once a week? She won't even do that. She's determined to lay on that doggone couch.
Yeah. We miss your car beezing. I don't have a car.
Then go get a car. Miss, I'm making $6,000 a month. Why can't you get a car? Fondue Spiteful Beach says, Foodie Beauty, rule number 1, always.
That's all I'm asking. Well, sometimes I lie to mislead the public. I do, yes. And I feel like I will continue. That's all I'm asking.
Well, let's watch that again.
Well, sometimes I lie to mislead the public. I do, yes. And I feel like I will continue.
So she confesses to being a liar, and she's going to continue to be a liar. Just take note of that, Beezers. Here is a liar saying, I am a liar, and I will continue to lie to y'all. I'm not an honest person. So just count on the fact that you may hear something out of my mouth that is a complete, total lie. I will mislead you. I will make empty promises to you. I'll string you along. I will manipulate the F out of you. And I won't feel an ounce of shame doing it. She was in Syria. She made all kinds of promises to you guys over there about what she was going to do. About she was going to get to Canada and do all kinds of stuff. Have you guys seen anything? Do you feel lied to yet? Are you waking up yet to the fact that you are subscribed to a liar who said what she had to say to get the money out of y'all? And when she got it in hand, when she got what she wanted, she had no obligation to fulfill her promises because it's all about what she wants. Once she gets what she wants, then there's no reason to work. There's no reason to fulfill her promises. Now, if there was a fear of consequence, like, hey, I got to fulfill my promises or my Beezers, they're going to be so angry that they'll leave my channel. Maybe, just maybe, she may halt herself from lying to y'all. There would be a fear, a retribution, but there is none. She's not afraid of lying to y'all. She's not afraid of misleading any of you because there's no consequence. She knows you guys aren't going to leave her. That no matter what she does or what she says, you're going to stay right there. So she will continue to be as she's been because there is no consequence. She's not afraid of consequence. She thinks it doesn't exist. So that's it for the tweets. Didn't take us long. And we are starting her live stream. We're not watching all of it. You can go just kick rocks, Chantal. We're starting about 38 minutes in. We're going to cut this thing down by a lot. But don't worry, you didn't miss much. Look at the preview window. She's in her kitchen, right? She's eating. Y'all don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Bleh. So I waited until she was back on the couch and she started getting spicy. We're cutting the junk out. No, we don't need that. We're starting right here. 38 minutes in. So hope you guys enjoy. Let's do this.
Nugget, true. Need to get a hearing aid. Hey, sushi cat. I could go for that sushi place again. You can't hear? Wait. You should be able to hear. Would you collab with SJM again? He lives really far away. That's the problem, Nancy. He lived in Ottawa with Keeks or something, yeah. Nearly moved into the same building as one of my best Beezer buddies across the country. Isn't that wild?
It's a doggone shame. Speaking of SJM, he's an entire mess too. And I did see something on Twitter where he's got a YouTube channel and like, hey, whatever he wants to do with himself, he can do. But he's got a YouTube channel where he's doing the I don't know how to describe it. It's like Foodie content, but it's a subfolder to the main folder. Bloated bellies. I don't know if anybody knows about this, but he had an account where he called himself Gut Boy, where he had content focusing around the size of his belly. So people found out about it and he quit for a while and he's back to making that kind of content on YouTube. I forget the channel name. I'm not going to react to it. No, thank you. But he's back to doing that. But going back to SJam, the one live stream that she did do with SJam, I must say, out of everybody she's brought on camera to be her co-host or partner or whatever, her and SJam had proper energy with each other. They got along like a house on fire. They were having fun. It was easy for them to converse. It was an entertaining live stream, Chantal. You brought so many people on camera, and I think you had the best on-camera chemistry with SJam. And it's a shame it only happened once. You're both messy. You're both messes. But you and SJam, on camera, you guys were fun. It's a shame you can't do that again.
Wild. They live around the corner. That is crazy. Small world. My eyes are open. Moi is high in Finnish. Oh, Mabruk, Cleo. Nice. No, I didn't divorce my husband because of bad internet. Hey, Kaneda. I put divorce. I don't even know what to say status-wise, but because I was leaving Syria, and I just realized we had a lot of differences, and my insecurities about children, and I just wanted, but
So you're basically saying you were not good together, but you weren't good together when you first came to know each other because they're very different people. Period. Like he is who he is. You are who you are. You're always picking men who are the exact opposite of you. And then you wonder why you got nothing in common and they want nothing to do with you. You may want everything to do with them as far as possessing them and controlling them with your money, but they're not into you at all. So there's a whole lot of reasons why you left. And you're still talking to him and sending him money. And you're saying, oh, there might be a chance of the two of us getting back together and he'll check back with me in 6 months or a year. Well, let's just say 6 months have passed by. And you go back there. He's going to be who he's going to be, and you're going to be who you're going to be. And if he still wants a family, he still wants a family, regardless of you and regardless of what. He's going to want what he wants. And if you are not what he's into, and if you can't give him what he wants, guess what? He's going to go to somebody who will. So what is the point of all this hanging on and waiting around and moping about and crying and being nostalgic over something that'll never be, no matter where you are in the world?
Quality of life wise, I think it's just better here, obviously. You know? The new Five Nights? I don't have a roommate, Deborah. Remember when Salon and I went to Chuck E. Cheese? Oh my gosh. Definitely for kids. I've never been to any place like that. Never been to Chuck E. Cheese.
You know, this may be inappropriate, and I apologize to people who might be watching this react. But you guys have heard me talk about Chantal. When she started her channel, it was a normal YouTube channel. She was just a baby YouTuber, and she was trying to find her way. And because she was trying to find her way, she was doing a variety of different content back in the day. She was doing makeup looks, makeup hauls, shopping hauls, video game playthroughs. I mean, I didn't even know she did video game playthroughs until I looked back on her old content. I'm like, really? Yeah, she really did. She was trying to find her niche, trying to find her step. And then she found the mukbang content. And she hopped onto that because she thought, that's easy. I can just eat on camera and make money and grow my channel. And it did grow. And along the way, she attracted the Foodie clients. Ones that came to her channel, the ones that paid her for private content off of YouTube. She essentially started using YouTube as a portal to get in front of the Foodies, entice them, and kind of like pull them around the corner and down the block using her Instagram account to get in contact with them, and then they pay her for private content. So it started off her, doing normal content, and then attracting more of the Foodies and making side money from that. But she didn't stop there. I feel that she's catered to a lot of adult fetishes on her channel, different ones. Flashing parts of her body, exhibitionism, taking chemicals, BDSM, poo fetish, talk of poo, messing herself, just adult baby, all kinds of stuff. And this is the part where I apologize, because it's an ugly thought. And I have no receipts and I have no proof. But given some of the comments from her past live streams, the creepy, nasty things that were said, especially by one Beezer when she brought Sasa on, and this person's like, can you lift up her shirt because I'm pleasuring myself? I wonder if Chantal was coming online doing the adult baby stuff, what other fetish people she was catering to. I'm talking about the PDF files. If the adult baby stuff was geared towards some of them. And also looking back, and again, I'm sorry to bring this up. I know it's distressing. I know it's disgusting. I'm thinking about all those live streams where she was in front of a playground, when she went to Chuck E. Cheese, when she went to the petting zoos. Was that for people in her audience who wanted to see little ones on camera? They contacted her privately saying, we want to see little ones on camera. I know it's an ugly thought, y'all. I am so sorry. But like I told y'all, she will do anything for money. Anything. Anything at all. So Just a thought. Just a thought. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm very wrong, but just you got to look at things like that. About all the things she's done on her channel. Chantal, when she comes online, she does things for a purpose and a reason. And usually the reason, the purpose revolves around making money some way, somehow, from somebody. I mean, clearly she's doing the Foodie content. A Foodie sent her money for pizza and she ate pizza for a live stream. What else would she do? Anything at all for money. But that's just something that I just wanted to bring in front of y'all.
And just complained about the kids.
Like, it doesn't make sense. If you're someone and you hate kids, why would you go to places where children are? Like a playground, like a petting zoo, like Chuck E. Cheese. Why would you do this unless there was another reason? Why would you bring a child on camera knowing that there are creepy guys in the audience, especially making comments like that? And that comment did not get deleted.
Interrupt the whole Syria act. It's obviously you're doing it for a man who couldn't care less about you. He is leading you on.
Ooh, she's about to get mad. Rosalia says, drop the whole Syria act. It's obvious you're doing it for a man who couldn't care less about you. He is leading you on. Is he, though? Is Salah leading her on, or is she leading herself on? Maybe there's a little bit of both. Maybe he is stringing her along, but I think she wants to be led on. I think she wants to believe that he still cares, that there's still a chance. Even if it takes her 6 months to get back to him, he's still leaving the door open a crack. So is he leading her on entirely, or is she mentally and emotionally leading herself on and wanting to believe it?
Okay. If you're never back in Syria, you're only reunited if you sponsor him. He gave you 1 year to sponsor him. Why are people trying to figure out things that are just not even like, you know?
I think if people are in your chat are asking you over and over and over again, are you going back? It's because you keep saying, I'm staying in Canada. And they did give you money to help you with your life in Canada. If they contributed money, I think they have a right to know, are you going back or are you staying? Knowing Chantal, if she did go back to Syria, which I doubt she can do, but let's just say she did do it for a moment. If she did go back to Syria, you know what she'd tell the Beezers? Well, I didn't lie to you. I did go back to Canada for 6 months. I didn't lie. I just changed my mind about being there.
Not good to be on your own in an apartment talking to a cat. I'm talking to you, fine people.
Yeah, but you're not listening to them. You're not listening to the things they're telling you. You never do. Unless it's talk about food.
Sit and spin Rosalia.
Living Eye Roll says, because of the limbo you guys are in, he should file those papers so you can both move forward with your lives. Just my opinion. Yeah, it's a good opinion. What's the saying? And I'm gonna use a more polite version. Poop or get off the pot. If you're divorced, you're divorced. File the paperwork, walk away, be done. Because not walking away and not being done, it leaves everybody in limbo.
I did not find my YouTube plaque yet. Yeah.
Here we go. I'm telling you, this chat is full of pressure. I'm here for the pressure. Hardly Quinn says, maybe because you said you were divorcing and need your supporters' help and yet refuse to answer basic questions. Right. These are your investors, Chantal. These people right here. They are not just your subscribers. They would have been just your subscribers had you not asked for their money. But you asked for their money, and you asked a lot of it, and you got a lot of it. They gave you like $10,000. That's a lot of money. We're not talking about $10 or even $100. We're talking 10K. You asked for a lot of money, you got a lot of money. I would think the least you could do is answer their questions without attitude.
It converts foodies. Yes. There are many options. We can live in any country. We could live in a different country. I don't know.
Interesting. We can live in a different country. Why are you saying we? Like you guys are still a thing. Either you are a thing or you're not a thing. So if you're not a thing, why is it we?
Why not Canada? I don't know. I don't even know. Like, I'm not even sure. Like, nothing is certain, right? About the future. Like, I'm not sure, like, what's going on. I'm just trying to focus on just, like, getting back established here, not feeling like crap.
You know what's going on, Chantal? I know what's going on here. What's going on here is you are a woman with many secrets, a lot of dirt, and you are working overtime to keep all of that hidden. So you keep your mouth shut. This whole, I don't know what's going on, everything's up in the air. You know what's going on. You just don't want to tell people because you feel powerful. Not telling people things, keeping secrets. You're like a naughty little girl. I know something you don't know, and you're never gonna know. Ha ha ha, boo boo. That's you. You feel powerful knowing things that other people don't know. And if you let those things out, then they're not secrets anymore. And I guess you lose your power, right? So let's keep everything in the dark. Let's be vague. Let's keep everybody guessing. Let's keep the intrigue. The thing is, you need the intrigue. Things are getting boring because you're not saying anything. Nothing at all. And you know what? If you were in Canada and you were doing things, people wouldn't be asking so many questions about, are you going back to Syria? See, if you were a smart liar, you'd be like just acting like you're staying in Canada and nobody'd be questioning you. But if you're just sitting on that couch talking about Salah, yeah, they're going to be asking stuff.
Getting the help I need. Happy Independence Day to Free Syria 1 year. Yes. And as for, I agree, Cleo, yeah. As for comments, I'm just not even going to argue with people anymore. If you want to believe a certain way of thinking or certain statement, go for it. Like, I don't care anymore.
I don't care anymore. And that's the way she feels. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care if you beezers are mad at me. I don't care if my channel is tanking. I don't care if I'm getting less views. I don't care if I'm getting less money. Nothing matters at this point. Nothing matters. Nothing. She just doesn't care. She doesn't have to care. Again, because from where she's sitting, so far up till now, there's been no serious consequences for the things she's done or the things she said. But here's the thing, Foodie, and I've said this before on my channel, you can get away with some things some of the time, but not all things all of the time. And there might be a moment where you feel safe and happy and comforted in your thinking of, I've done so much and nothing has happened. I can get away with anything I want. I'm never going to be punished. And then in an instant, boom, the tower comes down. And when it happens, you will not be ready. You won't see it coming. You might go from being happy and safe and comforted to, what in the world? Because something happens all of a sudden and you're like, you never saw it coming. You couldn't prepare for it. You couldn't lie your way around it. Nothing. It just shows up on your doorstep and says, I'm here.
Thank you, Kawaii. Stuck it for 3 years. It wasn't awful. I mean, I did enjoy a lot of my time.
You weren't doing anything most of the time except sitting in that apartment and doing nothing. And even then you complained.
It's like very unfathomable for a lot of people that like I would find pleasure in like traveling to Middle East. Well,
You took a plane ride there and then you plopped yourself down and didn't want to go anywhere else.
I don't know. I mean, not everyone takes pleasure in the same things. You know? But what were your long-term plans? Traveling, couples channel stuff. I don't know. Living life. What is anyone's plans?
Those should be past plans. There's no more couples channel. You guys aren't a couple anymore.
I don't know. Hey, Patty.
Oh, cake and icing coming through. Cake and icing says, you literally said a few days ago while high that he gave you a year. You literally said it, bestie. Yeah, she did. So she's still holding on to the fact that he's still in the picture when he's not. And here's another one by Moonchild Jewelry says, why all of the obsession about it if they are divorced or not? Again, it goes back to people heard her lies. They believed her lies. They invested in her channel. They invested in her. They gave her a lot of money. If she had just been in Syria and not asked for people's money and then come to Canada and been boring, there wouldn't be so many complaints. But she made a lot of promises and people believed them. And they gave her money based on those promises. They came through for her and she's not come through for them. And because she's been talking so much about Salah, people are like, are you going back or not?
No, I didn't. He didn't give me anything. As for a year, like he didn't give me a time frame for anything. I'm giving myself. I have a year. I'm stuck here, right? So I'm making the best of it. I mean, no.
Wait a minute. I'm stuck here. Chantal, you grew up in Canada. What do you mean you're stuck there? And I'm making the best of it. Wow. So you're in Canada and you could do anything you want. The potential is right there. And that's how you're looking at your home country, to the wonderful place that is Canada, as majestic and wonderful as it is, when there's so much to do and so much to see. I'm making the best of it. I'm stuck here. Girl, shut up. You're in an apartment that other people paid for. You're making $6,000 a month. I'm making the best of it. Shut up. Seriously, shut up. Sickening.
Not really. You can move if you really need to and stuff, but there's ways. But I'm just staying here. There's nothing more to it. ASMR.
Oh, there we go. And cake and icing again, saying stuck here like you didn't beg and plead for 10K to get back home. Yeah, she did. Ooh, put the pressure on her. Do it. Do it. She deserves it. She took y'all's money over there. Put the pressure on her.
Ringtone crazy frog. I got my first 1,000 subscribers last night. Good for you. Congratulations. You know. But if his family is already presuming him to have kids, pressuring him to have kids, I don't know. Why are we even talking about this? It's literally.
Yeah, she don't want to talk about it. She doesn't want to talk about the possibility that he has another relationship right now, that he might have a family going right now. He might get somebody pregnant right now. And if he has a family, no room for her. She doesn't want to talk about he's got a whole another life in Syria. Has nothing to do with me. Doesn't want to think about the possibility that if that is going on, she can't come back.
Hey, Blossom, welcome to Vampire Music Race Bees. Hello.
Cake and icing is bothered by Chantal's comment saying, why are you saying stuck there? Like you didn't beg to go back with other people's money. Right.
Yeah.
If she had gone back with just her money, nobody would have anything to say. But she took other people's money to do it, making a big deal. I don't feel safe here. If something happens to me, it was them. I'm so miserable here. I can't do what I need to do. Didn't she say all that more? Yes, she did.
Yeah. I agree. Let her move on. Let her live her life. So happy to be a member. Thank you. Any new and upcoming YouTubers? It's a hard thing. It is, yeah. So sad you and Salon never made more content. That's what I said to him. I'm like, we had our couples channel monetized, ready to go, and we didn't do more content.
And why is that? Why didn't you do more content? You don't want to talk about the elephant in the room or the elephant on the couch? Because I will. Why didn't you do more content? You guys had a couples channel. What was the problem? There were several problems. Here's one. Because you guys really weren't a couple. Also because honestly, truly, the couples channel, that was your idea, not his. He wasn't really gung-ho about it. He did it because it was a requirement, I guess, for him to get paid by you. Another problem, and it had to do with you. Yes, you, madam. Because doing couples content would mean you have to be more mobile. You got to get off your butt and be more mobile. You couldn't do anything. You didn't want to go anywhere in Kuwait, in Syria, in Thailand. You guys went to some great places because you were always complaining and nagging and whining. It's too hot. I want to eat. Blah, 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 blah. What content could he do with you? The content that you guys did was very limited to you and your problems and your complaints. You guys went to Thailand. Thailand has some amazing beaches, gorgeous. Did you once go to the beach? No. Did we ever see the beach? No. Did you even walk along the sand at the beach? No. There was a lot of Thailand that we didn't see. What did we see in Thailand? The 7-Elevens, the places with the food. Flew all the way there and didn't even get great content. You got the basic bare minimum. So a lot of that had to do with you, madam. Your limitations.
A lot of it's my problem too, but
Yeah.
like especially with my health, I didn't feel like going out a lot of the time and doing stuff in the heat, you know.
Right. So make it make sense. You want to do a couples channel. You wanted somebody there to be your partner and assistant. At the same time, you're in such a state you can barely move. So what is the point of traveling to different places if you're not going to make the most of it? And at least see some of the sites or be in a condition where you can see most of the sites and do great content. Doesn't make sense to spend thousands of dollars on plane tickets and accommodations if you're just going to get there and stay in a hotel room and mess your pants because you've eaten too much and visit 7-Elevens. We got a tour of convenience stores, the same one, and not much else. And every time you guys went out, it was a fight to get you to do anything. He had to basically promise some kind of food reward at the end to get you to do something. And here's this thing from Living Eye Roll saying at the end, he wanted nothing to do with YouTube. It was a point of contention between you two. Right. YouTube and social media is her life. She lives for social media. But that's not him. He's not big on social media. He wanted to benefit from her salary because of social media and get paid. But he wasn't one of those people that, oh, I want to show my face on camera and be a big social media star. I want to be in the background getting paid from somebody who wants to be on social media. Because he tried to replace Chantal with Kai Bella. He wanted to be the suitcase pimp on the side in the shadows getting paid or benefiting from somebody else's hard work or work in general. He didn't want to be in the spotlight. He wanted somebody else to be in the spotlight and then just get some financial benefit.
Strike a pose, there's nothing to it, Vogue. Yeah, it's very hot, Blossom.
Now, this is an interesting comment from Cat Lady saying, is it true someone once offered you a lot of money to lose weight, but you declined the offer? I don't remember that happening. But one thing I do remember happening, that another channel called Papa Swolio, who's very much into fitness, made an offer to Chantal. He had some kind of a Facebook group or something and said like she could join up on the Facebook group and he would offer things for free. He wouldn't personally train her, but she had access to his fitness plan and all that. Chantal initially accepted the offer, but once she found out that Papa Swolio, who is married, by the way, wouldn't be personally training her, she just gave up on it. She thought she'd be getting some male attention, but she really wasn't. But she did have the support of his community, and she just said, nope, that's not enough. To have access to a free fitness program and the support of his community to help her maybe lose weight, she just totally said nope to that offer just because there was no individual male attention that was included.
No, yeah, happiness cannot come from other people, right?
Cake and Icing says, why are you saying you're stuck there? It's a bit rude to the people who gave so much to get you there. Yeah, it is. It's a slap in the face, and she's spitting in y'all's eyes right now.
Hey, Missy Med. When will the weather be nice here? Never. Tonsillitis is so painful. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Should I go out somewhere?
Yeah, you should. Get off the couch and go do something. Why are you always asking people, should I go out? Should I go outside? Yeah, you should. The couch has seen far too much of you. Get off of it.
Find someone who's worthy. Yes. Oh, you like the videos in Syria about the ruins? Yeah, that was fun. It was a hot day, but it was fun. I was sweaty and grumpy and hey, MK. We drove so far all the way there and they were having like an event and we couldn't stay long and it was a hectic day, you know? It looks like the curtain rod loops, eh? No, it's a shirt. Name a few of these live streamers like this content. I would like to find more content. Name somebody in Gore World that goes out and streams.
I don't stream, but I go out every day.
Dainty DeVito, I'll wait. Anybody in Gore World. Most of them don't even show their face. Are you kidding? It's called just chatting. There's like even a whole category of it on Twitch. It's what it's for. If it's not your cup of tea, that's fine, but you shouldn't go to someone's channel and like force them to do content they don't want to do.
Stacy says react content is not the same as just chatting though. No, it ain't. And say what you will about the reactors, Chantal. But when we come on camera, we come correct. Because we want to put out content that we respect our audience. When we get on camera, we don't come on camera high and bombed out of our minds on edibles. When we do a live chat, we are ready to talk to people, to respond to people. You have such disrespect for your audience. You can't even come on to your chat for at least a couple of hours sober, stone cold sober. You got to be under the influence immediately. That's disrespectful and sloppy. When you can easily do a chat, and as soon as the chat is over, do your edibles then. And that way nobody has to see you high. Nobody has to hear you high. There's no slurring. And you don't look bad. We come correct, you don't.
You know. We miss your car beezing. I don't have a car. Sorry. If you miss my car beezing, well, you'll have to wait till I get a car.
Yeah, well, go rent a car, miss $6,000 a month.
I'm going to be renting a car later. For most of the holidays, I need a car, you know?
And she's using the whole I don't have a car as an excuse to lay on the couch and do nothing. Oh, I don't have a car, therefore I can't go out and I can't do anything. Well, God gave you two legs. Don't they work? You can't take your camera and walk outside your apartment. I mean, people know already where you live. You can't go take a simple walk for 5 minutes. Just walk down the sidewalk or something and walk back. Get yourself some exercise. That's an added bonus. Just because you don't have a car doesn't mean you can't move. Just get in the elevator, go downstairs, walk outside your door, smell the fresh air. When is the last time you smelled the fresh air? Even if it's cold, walk outside. Say, I'm going to get out of the house today. Walk outside for 5 minutes and then walk right back in. That would show people you are attempting to get outside, do something. You got 2 legs, put them to good use.
Okay. Oh, congrats, Ash Fawns and Daddy Kern.
Oh, and people are saying, oh Lordy, it's Shorty and Milky Chai. They go out.
Congrats on your baby. I said I was going out today. I'm thinking of it. I was gonna go to like the dollar store. Should I still go?
Oh, geez. Another dollar store, bees. Same locations all the time. I'm thinking about going to the dollar store. For what? Does it have to include you buying something or eating something? Can we not leave that out?
Oh. What do I want there? See, I just want to get snacks. It's not.
And that's the only reason why she go to the dollar store. There has to be a food reward. If I'm going somewhere, food has to be somewhere around or included. I can't just go out for a walk for the sake of walking and getting some exercise. I have to reward myself with food. That's why she needs inpatient. Everything has to be about freaking food.
Yeah, glitter and laser's always out and about. I mean, I do go out. I have done a lot of stuff on my channel.
In the past, what have you done lately though?
You know, cooking and baking is always entertaining. Well,
And you know what? That is such a sad fact about her channel. It's so sad. When she was a baby channel, she did more. She went out more. She was a lot more healthy. She could do more. But the bigger her channel has grown and the more money that she's earned, the less she does. Her and Amberlyn Reed both share that trait. In the beginning of their channels, they go out, they could be more mobile, they could do things. But as their channels grew, so too did they. They got bigger. They both got more unhealthy. And they both got themselves to a point of being basically housebound. And if they both don't watch it, they're going to be bedbound. And then there's going to be no mobility. And then their health problems are probably going to get a whole lot worse, a whole lot faster. Foodie is practically housebound. She doesn't want to go out. She doesn't want to do anything. What's the next step after this? Bedbound? Needing a full-time nurse? I don't know. But she doesn't want to change. It's her life. She can choose not to change. But if she's counting on people taking care of her, I wouldn't be counting on that.
just made eggs. I don't think that's very entertaining though, but
I mean, what a sad life. Yeah, you're on YouTube and you are making decent money, but what's the sacrifice? What is the trade-off? What are you trading off in exchange for paychecks? Your health, your mobility, your ability to go out into the world and enjoy life and actually live. You're making money from YouTube for what? To be in a hamster cage of your own making. That doesn't sound like much fun to me. You're making a lot of money, but you can't even enjoy the money that you're making. You're just getting bigger and more unhealthy and sicker and more sad. I mean, it's not worth it.
Becoming bedbound. No, I won't. I won't let myself become bedbound.
How are you going to stop it? What's the plan? How are you going to prevent yourself from becoming bedbound? If you're in the apartment and you're eating yourself stupid every day and you're not exercising, you're taking in thousands of calories and you're not burning them off, what does the body do? It stores the calories into fat. And Chantal, I don't know exactly what your calorie count is, but you're over 500 pounds. And I looked it up. To maintain 500 pounds, you've got to be eating between 5,000 to 6,000, 7,000 calories a day, every day, just to maintain that. If you eat more than that, you're gaining. So you're taking that many calories in, you're not burning them off. And I do acknowledge the body does need a certain number of calories to function, but you're way over that, way over. You're not moving much at all. So every day that you're taking in all those calories, you're gaining in more weight. It takes 3,500 calories to make 1 pound of fat. So how many pounds a month are you gaining? And if you're 5 feet tall and you should be in the neighborhood of 120 pounds, about 110, you're tiny. Your healthy weight should be like, I would say 110, 120. And you are 400 plus pounds over that. How much more do you think you can gain before your body breaks all the way down? Because the body can only take so much. How much more do you think your body can handle? Your damaged, enlarged heart, your non-alcoholic fatty liver disease liver. You might have cirrhosis of the liver, your bad kidneys. You've had a history of blood clots in your lungs, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, whatever else might be going on. You had all those health issues rolling around inside you. Any one of them are dangerous, and you got several. You think you can do whatever you want to your body, and your body will just forever put up with it. If you're lacking mobility, if you're having trouble breathing, it's already given you signs it can't put up with much more. It just can't. It's trying, but you got to give it something to fight with.
Did you hear that? Watch. Watch when I touch her. Oh, I thought she would go, hi, baby. PhD in annoyance. Mm. Oh, sorry, Missy. Could go for a big Turk. Hey, Witchy. You would leave snacks at my door? What snacks would you leave me? Walmart snacks are more expensive than the Dollaramas. Weird Barbie. You would leave me some nashies? Did you hear this? Did you hear that? You're so cute. Can you send PayPal for Chinese? No. I feel like such a grifter. No, I don't need to. Thank you. Yeah, I wonder, Teardrop, I hope they fixed. We have to get Teardrop a stove.
What do you mean we? Why don't you pay for it? It's your mod. Your best friend. You do all these long ass live streams and expect her to be there. You can't take 40 bucks out of your pocket and buy her a space heater or a stove? Come on, Al.
Maybe like Boxing Day sales will be on sale.
Let this be a lesson to you, Teardrop. You think Chantal really cares about you? She's got the power to help you and she ain't. You're always there for her. In your moment of need, she's not there for you. Let this be a lesson to you.
Teardrop. I hope her heat is fixed. Seriously.
Wait, so Teardrop's heater and her stove are out? Is it one or the other? I don't know.
No, her landlord doesn't take care of her stove and fridge.
Ooh, so Casper Nelson says no heater and no stove. Oh my. Well, sounds like the landlord's got some work to do.
Like they brought their own when they moved there, so now they're responsible.
I mean, I've lived in apartments before, and it's the landlord's responsibility that if a tenant doesn't have, they have to provide heat. They just have to. Usually it's in the contract.
I always look for apartments with fridge and stove included. I'm not buying my own. He legally has to. Oh, the heat, yeah. We should go to Walmart and then maybe we can go to Walmart.
I don't think Chantal's going to go back to the Walmart, at least on camera. Not after what happened the last time, her getting on a nearly charged scooter, and within 15 minutes it ran out of power because she was way over the weight limit. And she's not going to walk through the Walmart.
The snacks at Walmart are more expensive, by the way. Yeah, the management seemed very nice here.
Maybe she doesn't want to go to Walmart because if she walked around in Walmart, then people would be asking questions like, well, Walmart is like 2 minutes away from your house. Why can't you walk to Walmart? You know, she'd be exposing, yeah, I got more mobility than what I've been telling y'all. So the further lies about I can't go anywhere, I can't do anything, she'd be telling on herself.
Well, we could meet up in the gym. Are you male or female?
Y'all hear that? Logert says, at Cats for Nelson, I was really hoping we could meet up. I could do a tour of the gym, but only if Chantal wants to. And she's asking, are you male or female? What does it matter? What does it matter? Are you hoping it's some hot guy who's cute so you can get all wrapped around him too? If it's a man. I don't know if it's a man.
Let's go. I'll go, but on live stream. I want to show them the gym. Yes, I would like to help Teardrop. Oh, yeah. Did she ever put? She didn't want to put her PayPal. Eh?
It's so sad. The Beezers are wanting to help Teardrop. But here's the person that Teardrop mods for not offering the help. But the Beezers are like, hey, can we find a way to help Teardrop? She doesn't have a heater or a stove. Can we like set up something to help her? They're wanting to help her. Chantal doesn't. She's like, nah, I'm not going to spend $40 of my money for one of my mods.
I don't think they're really there.
I'm not giving up my takeout money for Teardrop.
Yeah, I know. Stranger danger. What does that mean? Logurt gym meetup. All right, Logurt, let's go. If you're a female.
That wouldn't work either. Even if Logurt were a female, can you imagine? Chantal hates other women. Especially if they're slightly attractive, then she really hates them.
I hate sharing washer and dryer with guy on the other side of the house because he lets his batshit ex-wife put on patchouli hippie tarts in them. Her hippie patchouli tarps? Imagine it was Nadia.
And I think another reason why she will never meet up with any of her Beezers for any reason, because of the fact that she comes online with a bunch of filters. And if she meets somebody in person, then they're going to see her without the filters and they might be a bit shocked.
I hate Core World. Oh, yeah. Side characters. Is quirky lover Rosie a part of Gore World? I don't know. Who makes the rules? I'm male, but on live is okay with me. It's true. Whenever I'm in the elevator or like down in the lobby or somewhere, I'm just like, how many people know me?
You're not the celebrity that you think you are. Nobody cares.
Logurt, please don't be anime snacks or bake Korean. There you go. Anyone can be a girl if they want. We need new girls.
Yeah, we do. We do need new girls. I mean, honestly, Chantal, I think you and Amberlyn Reed, you guys had a good run. You've both been on YouTube for over 10 years. You had a good run. A decade plus that you had. You made a lot of money in that 10 years, but you both have run out of steam. You don't know what to do now. You're both burnt out, entitled, bored, boring. You're pretty much done. And you're not doing anything to turn that around. So you're done.
If I saw you, I'd definitely be all up in your grill. You'd be up in my grill. Can we go on the scooter? I don't know if they like me to do that.
Look at this person, Beezer Bell, saying, if you guys feed me, I will become the next girl. And this is why content like what Chantal's doing needs to be off YouTube. YouTube needs to do their doggone job. Because the people coming on Chantal's channel and thinking, in order to have a 100K plus channel, I just got to feed myself to extremities and become big. And then maybe I might be the next girl and people react to me and I make a bunch of money. It's a bad message.
If you guys feed me, I'll become the next squirrel. I gotta do my cameos.
You got to do cameos or private Foodie content. I bet it's private Foodie content.
Are you getting groceries on Friday? Why Friday? It's not payday. I only get groceries once a month. I get paid once a month. No, I'm just joking. I just did groceries. I don't need groceries right now.
Chantal will never do a meetup with her Beezers because if they met her in the real, in the flesh, there's a chance that any one of them could come back onto YouTube and make a YouTube channel and talk about their experience and say some things that maybe Chantal doesn't want people to know.
You think I should meet people in this building? I don't want to go to the Christmas thing now because they're going to know it. Like, who are you, lady? You're that lady. Like, how far away? How far from the Walmart?
Okay, you know what? I've got something I need to do. I need to go work. You guys see what it is. I just posted a react. I ain't got time to sit here all day. So sorry guys, we can't go further, but honestly, are we missing much? But I've got to go and get ready for work. But I thank you guys for watching this react as well as the other one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, please like it, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.